Je vois pas le game feed à l'écran. Ah, ok, ouais, ok, ça va. Ok, fait que 3, 2, 1, go! Alright. Alright, so this is Super Time Force. This is the best game made of all time. Don't even try to comment, argue with me. This is the best game of all time, to be honest. But anyway, right now you can spawn. This is super hardcore, meaning this is basically like a new game plus mode. So I can spawn as a bunch of additional characters that normally I would not be able to at the beginning of a game. And this is a Zoe, and she deals a lot of damage. And what you saw right there was a canister jump, which is one of the reasons why she's a really powerful character. She has really good mobility, and she's also really powerful. Oh, by the way, that was a boss. I don't know. He kind of died really fast. Another character I get is Da Vinci. And, well, I'm not really going to use Da Vinci all that much here. But if you actually stop the character from dying right there, you actually gain that character as a power-up. So right there I used his Da Vinci. Whenever he does a charge attack, he places a turret down which fires arrows. And the character that I'm playing right now is also Jeff, so this is sort of Jeff powered up by Da Vinci. Jeff has, he can fire rockets and do rocket jumps and all sorts of cool things. Right there I just sort of, I sort of just did a damage boost and just clipped through that van right there. If you do that damage boost at a very specific moment, you can just go through there, no big deal. This is kind of the closest the game gets to an auto-scroller. I can still keep speed it up a little bit by killing those cop cars right as soon as they spawn. This is a boss, and he's dead. So yeah, this is the character I was playing at was called the Looker, and his normal shot is that he like sort of fires these targeting reticules, and I can use my charge attack, and it releases like a bunch of super powerful lasers at the target. So all these bosses like melt almost immediately. Also, welcome to the baby zone. Welcome to some hot fan fiction about dragons loving each other. Pretty good. This is a huge brain, I don't know. Video games. I can actually deal a little bit of extra damage to this boss if I get lucky. You see these like exploding blocks. When they actually explode near him, they'll do additional damage, but that was still a pretty decent fight regardless. I could have killed him like 5 seconds faster if I would have gotten good luck. That's a cat video. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go here next. The stage order doesn't really matter. I just chose Future first because it's easier to explain this game with starting with that stage. So here I'm going to be using another character called Shieldy, and he's very useful on this stage because I can skip these spike doors by... Oh, okay. Well, how about we restart? Wait a minute. Whoops. How about we restart twice? That's good. Okay. So in Super Hardcore, every time you die as a character, you have to save that character in order to spawn as him again. Normally that would not be something you would do in like the normal mode of this game. But Shieldy is super important in this stage. And you'll see why at the end here. Not only can he skip over these spike walls by just wedging yourself like at the top there, but you can just skip the final boss here by doing this sick grenade jump. Then I just jumped over the last wall. Alright, so if you like that, you're gonna see it again actually on this stage. Normally this is like sort of like an escort mission. Like you saw at the beginning, there was a like a battering ram and missile thing, and the health bar you see like on the upper left is actually the health bar of that missile. And I have to make sure that it reaches the end of this stage, or otherwise I fail. Well, that's what I would have to do normally. I can just actually just skip to the end of the stage again. Alright, so now I can use Ultra Zoe. Ultra Zoe does more damage, and also I get more distance from her canister jump. Okay, whatever. I've never seen that, actually. I don't know why I got a save error there, but I still finished the stage. Okay, whatever. Alright, so this is Da Vinci again. His special ability, he spawns turrets. And turrets are also platforms, and if you spawn two of them at the same spot, you can sort of clip through walls like I just did. And now I just switched to another character called Saxton Hale. For some reason, whenever you punch with Saxton on a jetpack, you get like boosted vertically for some reason. I don't know. So I'm just gonna enjoy the scenery here for a little bit. Oh hey, it's a rainbow. Oh, it's the void. Okay. So that stage is actually like really hard to do normally, but that out of bounds makes it really easy. Alright, so this is another boss. He's kind of a chump, really. You just, oh! Actually, he's not a chump apparently, because I just died. But that's actually not too bad, actually. I was able to recover there, I was able to stop him dying, and now I have this overpowered combo now. So I didn't actually lose that much time. Oh no, I actually hit a shard there. And if you hit a shard, it actually slows time. Okay, I got another error, that's weird. I don't know why that's happening. I got him. What? Okay, whatever. This game is weird sometimes with saves. Hello? Can you stop doing that? For this stage, I really need to actually make sure Jeff lives, because I can rocket jump over this wall here. Apparently not. Okay, there it is. I made that look way harder than it actually is. It's not too hard. Alright. Alright, so now, I don't know if I explained Ultra characters properly, but you can actually spawn also as an Ultra version of a character, and that Ultra version does more damage and has bigger bullets, and also self-destructs after 10 seconds. I usually never really want to use those until like the very end of the stage. If I actually get the self-destruct animation, it wastes a little bit of time. Right, so this jump is a little bit scary. Oh damn, I missed it. Actually, I'm gonna restart here because doing the rest of the stage without Jeff is actually pretty hard. Alright, cool. That's a pretty tight jump to make. Very easy to miss. So here I just want to make sure I make it to... Yeah, I'm just gonna wait here a little bit so I can just trigger these barrels and not kill them. Okay, I was a little bit off. I actually shot a little bit early. What do I do here? I guess I'll just use the looker. Oh wait, what? Wait, what kill? What? Wait, what happened? I didn't actually see what happened. Did he? I don't know why he died. Okay, whatever. I don't care. It's fine. I think the barrels did kill him. I don't know. That was weird. Alright, so this stage is pretty scary. I'm gonna try to bounce off this. Ah, man, alright. Sometimes you can bounce off those bullets with your shield, but sometimes it doesn't work for whatever reason. Not quite sure why. So here I'm just going to switch over to Ultra Looker. Shieldy is the fastest character you can do the stage with. And since Ultra Looker does so much damage, it's much faster to just get here and just blast them with Ultra Looker here. Alright, so here I'm gonna kill myself intentionally at the start here. This is a boss rush style stage, so I'm getting this combo right here. I'm getting Looker as a power-up in order to just blow these bosses up as fast as possible. If I get the Looker as a power-up, I shoot like 5 lasers at the same time, which, as you can see, it's a lot of damage. Alright, I'm gonna do 80s now. This stage is really scary because I can crash the game, but don't worry about it. It's fine. And I can crash right at the end of the stage here with, oh my god, alright. I'll be doing a cutscene skip, and if I actually enter the cutscene trigger at like a weird angle, I'll actually crash the game, but that's not gonna happen. Why would that happen? It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, I'm good. Okay. That cutscene skip saves about, I think, 20 seconds, so it's a really good skip. So here I can, with this combo, I can just basically skip over the top of this entire stage, which is pretty neat. Oh dang. Getting the max jump out of these canister rocket jumps is actually kind of finicky. The timing is sort of different depending on what kind of terrain you're on. So right now, this would normally be like the first world that I would go through, but I sort of left it a little bit later on in the run just so I could not worry about nailing that skip and trying to explain the entire game in the very first couple of seconds of the run. This boss is pretty simple. You just hit his weak points and expose his core and then just shoot him a bunch. Oh yeah, I didn't really talk too much about the plot of this game. It's some quality writing. So right here we're going back in time in order to actually save Atlantis from ever drowning or like basically sinking to the bottom of the sea so that we can turn it into the 51st state of the United States, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good reason to stop Atlantis from sinking, to be honest. So here, this bridge is gonna blow up here in about 2 seconds, and everything is gonna blow up, except I messed it up a little bit and everything didn't blow up. Never mind then. I still did a pretty decent job. Oh, by the way, I didn't really mention this, but there's like a giant timer at the top of every stage. You have a minute to finish every stage. But if you play this game for like a billion years, that's not really something you worry about anymore. In a casual playthrough, that's actually one of the main things that you have to worry about, is just trying to finish the stage in a fast fashion. I'm actually trying to like avoid the main mechanic of the game. Actually, the main mechanic is you can like pretty much rewind at any point, and it's sort of something that you would use a lot in casual play, just to experiment with a bunch of characters and whatnot. But as a speedrunner, I just basically know like what is the best character to go through all of these stages and whatnot, so I don't really have to do any of that. Here I'm just gonna wait there for that guy to disappear. If I actually collect that guy, I have to go through a cutscene and it's pretty slow, so I have to wait there a little bit for him to disappear. This is a giant squid. He's dead. Alright, so this next stage is like really long and hard. Except it's not, because we're just gonna do out of bounds. And hopefully I can line myself up properly. Nope, that's not it. Alright, cool. So I don't know why or how that zip works. I don't know, it just works. And that's good enough for me. There's actually an invisible wall there, so I have to gain a little bit of extra height there. Hopefully I can... Oh, nice. I clipped out of bounds really fast. Alright, cool. You actually gain a little bit of speed from taking the poop chute. It's a pretty good strat. This is... I think his name is Rick. And he doesn't look very good. So we're gonna kill this guy and save him. So right there I just did a setup. Where I just threw a bunch of canisters at the ground. I actually did like way more damage than I was supposed to in that phase. So this is actually his second phase, and I just skipped his third by just dealing a bunch of damage to him really quickly. Oh, here I'm just gonna like relax here for a little bit. My fingers are pretty tired. Alright. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Okay, now we're going to save the dinosaurs from extinction so that we can integrate them into modern society. Because dinosaurs are rad as heck, dude. Oh, you know what? Yeah, there's actually a character that you can save on the stage at the very end that I usually don't have, but I think I'm gonna save him at the end here just because I feel like it. He's a pretty rad dude. Yeah, dude. So this is Zagosaurus. He's a skateboarding dinosaur. Oh yeah, those reptiles spawn, and then there's a big dude that spawns, but he doesn't really last for very long, unfortunately. I'm trying to think right now, where could I use Zachosaurus? He's actually not... there he is. He's actually not a really great character, unfortunately, even though he is the coolest. So right here, I'm actually gonna look down. Oh god, okay. So if I actually manip the camera to look down, the enemies actually trigger a little bit later. Like, they won't actually attack me. No, dude. Alright, so here I can do a little skip here. Normally I would get a cutscene here at the top of that platform, but I can just fly off that pillar there into the... Yeah. Alright, this stage is pretty chill. You just kind of hold right and oh right, I didn't really explain Cleo, did I? Cleo's thing is that you can just spawn boomerangs around yourself. And it's really useful on this stage because there's a lot of small enemies. And so you can just not really worry about anything. Also, her charge attack is that you like sort of throw all your boomerangs at enemies, like your entire boomerang shield at them, which deal actually like a really good amount of damage. Alright, so this is the Blimp boss. And, he's not... Yeah, he's kind of alright. Just kind of shoot him a bunch. Like every other boss. Oh yeah, this is the Turbodactyl. He has a jetpack. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's his, Turbodactyl is the canonical name. Okay, we won, except the Earth blew up still. That's a shame. Alright, this is the last world here. Alright, so this is pretty much like a refight of the first boss, except he has more weak spots. So he's not really that much harder. Alright, so this will be the only stage where I actually use Amy. Her charge shot actually goes through walls, which is really useful on this stage. The first set of platforms here are not actually solid, so I can't really rocket jump from them. But if I aim downwards with my sniper, I can actually get a little bit of height like this, which is really useful on these platforms. God. Yeah, this game has a hell of explosions, dude. by the way, during this whole stage there's like a rising flaming wall, but I go so fast that I don't even really see it ever. Except for like the start of the stage. Alright, this is the last stage. Coming up. He has like a billion health bars, so I'll say when time is. So this boss has like a million parts to him, but like this combo does so much damage that you just basically almost one-shot all of them. Alright, time is soon. Time. Alright. I really get a... Man, okay. I'm actually surprised at my time I got. Damn. Alright, cool. Alright. Well, that was Super Time Force Ultra. I hope you all enjoyed. This last cutscene is really silly. I don't know if we have time to just let this one roll or not.